Mosh. Yeah, caught in the mosh. I think it refers to all those people who run around in circles, crazy ways, headbanging and things like that, at heavy metal concerts. Yeah, I was told this. I remember once when we reacted to a Metallica song 3 odd years ago, and I didn't know what that meant.
Mosh pit?
Something like that, yeah. So that's when I read in the comments that this is what it was. So yeah, I'm assuming this is what it is. It's
Mosh pit is the guys who are right in front of the stage. The most what do you call the most excited crowd, I would say, or the excitement would be among all of everyone who are present. I think these are the crazy ones.
the big fans.
Big fans, yeah.
In this case,
I doubt if
Anthrax
they
is
even
calling them
get
out
it.
literally. Yeah, so they are literally calling them out. But it's also an anthem of sorts, right? It's like an anthem of sorts. I'm sure Anthrax wouldn't be around, and most heavy metal bands wouldn't be around for so many years as most of them were without these fans.
Without the mosh.
Yeah, without the die-hard fans who literally buy tickets with their whole month's salary. You know, the cost of these tickets to these shows, especially if you want to be right in the front, sometimes is whole month's salary, even more for most people. So they do spend a lot of money. I'm talking about years ago now. It may be not a month's salary, maybe a day's salary, week's salary, if you want to be right in front. But yeah, a lot of money spent on these shows. So the least you can do is give them, some respect for having invested in you. Even though at times you may not be in the best, of moods.
I think the mosh pit is not the right kind of place most normal people want to be, because it gets quite aggressive, it gets violent at times also. And I've seen some rock concerts where on television definitely, where people get into fights and physical abuse with each other and things like that. So it can be bloody, it can be crazy, it can be out of control. Do rock bands like it? I think they love it. They definitely like it, because that kind of craze among people, especially people who have paid to be there, is great. It's great publicity anyway, and it shows how powerful your act is. Although I think those people are just there to just unleash trapped emotions or whatever, because they half the time I've what I notice, I could be wrong, and I could it could be completely different from a real person who's actually been in that that circle. They could be thinking something else, but I've noticed that they aren't even connected with the music that is on half the time, although they are the closest to the stage, but
No,
they are in their own
I
thing.
don't think they have to be close to the stage.
They are in
All
their
the
own
shows
thing.
I've been to quite a few shows actually in my life.
I'm just observing it from the television.
No, yeah. No, I've actually been
Right,
there,
I
so
know.
it's all over the place.
Yeah.
They can be at the back somewhere,
They can?
separate
I
mosh
thought
pit
that
kind of
was the
thing,
only place
separate
where
circle.
they
They can be
circled
in the
around.
middle, they can be at the sides. They could be anywhere, and there could be many of them in a show.
There's-
It's a large
there's a rowdy
area.
crowd that
Could be
comes
many
around.
of them doing that. Different mosh pits, different
Right.
parts. So I've been to those kind of shows. And yeah, as long as you don't go close to them as a bystander or someone who's not participating in it, they don't really interfere with you. So it doesn't matter where they do, what they do. As long as they are not interfering with you, it's fine. Yes, you're right. There are fights because when they are doing that, they happen to push into someone who's not part of it, and that person may be hurt badly. It may also
Yeah,
be,
physically.
want to get revenge. Yeah, so it does create fights, does create problems. But yeah, it's all, they say it's all for the love of music, heavy metal music,
Right.
and the love of the acts who are playing on stage, the act. Yeah, good enough. It's a good song.
Although this was more about life in general,
life.
and how things go in life, and how you might feel like you're being caught in the middle of something like that, and you're trying to deal with things like that. So the lyrics do suggest somewhere the mosh pit, I mean the circle of it, but at the same time, reflecting it in terms of life.
I felt like the way Anthrax sang it, even though it sounds like an anthem of sorts, I felt they were actually talking against them. That you are literally, it's like clapping with one hand, whatever. So they kind of saying exactly what you just said, that they are totally disconnected from what is going on stage.
Right.
They are in their own thing. They're doing their own thing. They don't care what's happening on stage. Who's playing anything. This song. I felt this is what Anthrax is saying, that you're doing that, it's fine, it's part of it all, but you seem to be totally disconnected. You're clapping with one hand. It's not that we are both clapping together.
Right.
So I feel Anthrax is calling them out, is saying that if you're doing it, do it with us, not totally your own thing, your own world. Do maybe their own.
Maybe what happened at some Anthrax show, that the mosh pit took all the entire footage, or the maximum attention. Who knows? Because sometimes they can be attention grabbing as well. So the kind of things that mosh pit can create, I think, and the security that has to intervene in it, the show has to stop for some time also at times, because things can go crazy and things can go.
People can have a disability by the end of it.
Yeah, so
and many do.
Some characters could have overtaken, or the act could have taken a toll on the show itself. Who knows?
Yeah, that's it for this one though. Part of our Metal Fest. Thanks for the request.